So recently I discovered one of my all-time favorite tricks to use on pads. We're going to first cover how to do this within synths like Serum and Diva, but I'm also going to show you a couple of techniques you can use in your DAW to achieve this with any synth you own. To keep pads interesting over time, it's very common to use some kind of LFO, modulating things like the filter, wavetable position, pitch, noise, and even effects. The most common LFO shapes we use are things like triangles, ramps, and sine waves that have a continuous, kind of smooth character to them. If, however, in Serum, for example, we shift-click, we can create something called stepped modulation. This can sound really beautiful as it instead adds a sort of sequence character. Things get even more interesting when we combine this with some traditional smooth modulation to the filter cutoff, for example. Stepped modulation works so well on pads because it can result in some really satisfying reverb or delay tails. In other synths like Diva that don't have the luxury of highly editable LFOs, a viable alternative can be something like a random hold, which does something similar to stepped modulation, but in a more random fashion. But let's say our synth doesn't have any fancy LFO options. We can instead open the Envelopes tab in our MIDI clip, select the parameter we want to modulate, choose a grid size, and use the drawing tool to create something similar. A Max for Live LFO set to either random or binary noise is also a good option. Or for a bit more control, like in Serum's LFOs, a Max for Live MIDI shaper, which lets us choose the grid size, manually draw in our steps, and hit the loop button.